So tell us what you've been experiencing first.
So up until now, we have had just a real tough time with bottle feeding. This poor little guy would just have a whole lot of stress and anxiety when it came to introducing a bottle, spitting it out, crying, having milk flowing everywhere, and then eventually, especially if I wasn't present, he would take the bottle, but after a lot of tears and tons of emotions regarding everything. And so it had just been seeming to us like he was on a bottle strike.
Right. And it would take them about how long from beginning to end?
From beginning to end, it would be at least an hour. Between all of the crying and trying to get him calm, and then open to taking a bottle, and then once he finally would take a bottle, it would be at least 20 to 30 minutes just to have a normal feeding.
Okay. And just a little background, Mom has a pretty good supply, pretty fast flow, had a tongue tie release done, and it's been a couple months since the release has been done. And so we're going to walk her through how to put him, how to offer a bottle that will be a little bit easier for him. And this will be actually Mom's first time.
Yeah.
Because Dad's or someone else, caretaker, has been doing it.
Yes.
So let's see what happens.
Okay.
So
let's see. All right.
We're going to use the Comotomo bottle. So
perfect. So take that off.
And then you'll let his head lay on your lap.
Okay.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Perfect.
There you go. And I like this arm right here. This arm
this
to kind of hold his
belly,
like right here.
Right about here.
So as you're holding the bottle.
Okay.
So you're using your whole forearm here to kind of put pressure up against his tummy and the pressure up against his back. So it kind of feels like you're holding him in a breastfeeding position, but it's the opposite direction. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you're going to offer, rub the nipple down his nose and past his lips and open up. And then when he opens, then you offer the bottle. Let's see what happens.
Ooh.
And you're going to tip the nipple towards his palate more.
Okay.
Not too much, but you want to make sure there's still milk.
Okay.
And he did wake up this morning with a cold, so
he did.
Some of that. And then you also want to check to make sure that his lip is still kind of flanged out. There we go. And how is that so far?
This is like night and day difference
Okay.
from anything that we've experienced in the past. The fact that he's actually allowing me to give him a bottle too is something that's never, ever, ever happened.
Yeah. And his body seems more relaxed?
Absolutely. And he's right from his jaw all the way down to, his belly. He just doesn't have quite the same tension that he would experience before. Almost like his whole body would just tighten up in response to us giving him a bottle.
Good. So what I usually like to do is teach parents about sideline bottle feeding, only because it's closer to what breastfeeding looks like. And if baby is struggling with a fast flow bottle or any kind of bottle they can't get on deep enough, or it's flowing too fast, they're going to be a lot more aggressive or frustrated at the breast, or bottle, frustrated at the bottle. They may show signs with their hands that they're flared out. Big bulgy eyes, crying, fussing, pulling back, pulling off, all those kind of things. But every time I teach this method, now this is with an older baby, he's 4 months old, right? Yeah, and this is like night and day, right?
Absolutely.
Night and day.
I mean, it's pretty much the magical hold. I was definitely kind of bracing for impact when we came in today, but this is just a completely different experience than what we've ever been able to endure with him.
Perfect. And I'm just going to point out with this bottle, to see how deep he goes on that bottle. You want his nose pretty much close to the bottle itself, because you want him to be able to compress like he would on the areola. Instead of nipple feeding, we say we don't nipple feed, we breastfeed. So on bottles, we don't want to nipple feed on a bottle either. We want to actually go on deeper. So some of these bottles, like this one, they can't really get on as deep here, right? It's more that their mouths end up right here, and they can't quite get on as deep. And so baby has learned in the past how to get on deep on the breast, and they are not drinking like a straw. They're actually using their jaw, more than they are like, you can see his jaw movement. Instead of sucking like a straw, right? He's actually using the stomach, and that's what he's doing at the breast. So good job, Mom.
Yay!